Isa sa mga pinaka-interesting na second year player sa NBA ngayon, of course, bias ako sa Orlando Magic ko, ay si Anthony Black, isang 6'7" point guard na nasa second season niya na sa NBA. Nung rookie season niya, medyo, hindi pa ganun kapulido yung point guard skills. Even though he was advertised as a point guard, defensive point guard na merong playmaking skills, of course, kapag rookie point guard ka sa NBA, hindi naman immediately mag-translate yon kasi ibang laro na yung NBA. Sa first 17 games ni Anthony Black, to be honest, yung laro niya hindi na-define ng statistics. Pero tignan pa rin natin, okay? Sa first 17 games, he averaged 8.7 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 4.5 assists per game. 3-point percentage bumaba kumpara sa last season kasi ngayon, he's taking tougher shots of mga off the dribble, mga galing sa pick and roll kumpara sa last year kasi na nakapark siya lagi sa corner. Anyway, I feel like hindi rin naman ganun ka importante right now yung percentage ng 3 points niya kasi as long as nakakashoot siya better than Markelle Fultz, okay na yon. Kasi pag-uusapan talaga natin ay dalawang bagay. Dalawang parts ng laro niya na either really good right now or may potential pa to be even better. Una sa lahat yung elite defense niya. He has been holding opponents to 39.1% field goals and 25.8 3-point percentage. Parehas na yan, rank first among all guards the day this was tweeted. And isama mo pa na yung stocks niya, which means steals and blocks, kumbaga halos 1-1. 0.9 steals and 0.8 blocks. For a guard, especially sa position na yon, point guard, grabe yung almost 1 steal, almost 1 block. Anyway, okay, punta tayo sa clips. Isa sa mga pinakamalaking bagay or pinakamalaking advantage na nakukuha ng Orlando Magic having Anthony Black is yung versatility niya defensively, especially sa point of attack. Usually, NBA defenses are, yung vanilla defense. Either go over and then drop coverage or go under sa non-shooters. So, titignan natin lahat. Or, yung pinaka mga common. Dito sa play na to, bola ng Nets, there's going to be a screen, mag-go under si Anthony Black ng screen. Okay? Go under siya sa screen, yes, naiwan siya sa screen ng konti. Pero since 6'7" kasi siya, 6'7", with long wingspan, okay, afford niya na maiwan ng konti or maging ganyang kalalim pag nag-go under siya na screen. Kasi pag nag-contest siya, that's still a decent contest, especially against offensive players na you wouldn't necessarily consider as known shooters, kumbaga. Dito afford niya mag-go under, the offensive player missed the shot, and nice defense from Anthony Black. Dito naman, again, against TJ McConnell, not necessarily a known shooter. Yes, he can make those shots, pero mostly si TJ McConnell nasa loob yan para kumuha ng paint touch and distribute the ball. Okay, dito. Okay? Again, nag-go under si Anthony Black sa screen and now, naka-recover siya kay TJ McConnell having the size advantage. Now, kahit na medyo off-balance si Anthony Black, pag angat ni TJ McConnell, diba, dyan na ulit lalabas yung 6'7" frame and long wingspan ni Anthony Black to bother the shot. He forced the miss. So, palpal pa nga. And now, pagdating naman sa go-over, again, may utilize pa rin yung length and yung athleticism. Dito, okay, nag-go over the screen siya, merong advantage ngayon si Scottie Pippen to blow by Anthony Black. Kung makikita natin si Anthony Black, yung hips niya, nakamiss sa line kay Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen downhill. Si Anthony Black, square siya dito sa side na to ng court. Which is not ideal, diba? Kumbaga, iwan ka na yan, basically. Pero since 6'7" siya, athletic, naka-recover siya, tinrail niya yung play, nasupalpal niya si Scottie Pippen with his long wingspan. Dito naman against Luka Doncic, there's going to be a stack, a Spain action. Okay? In-slip ni Gafford yung screen. There's going to be a back pick for Mo Wagner para hindi siya makarecover, para merong dive dito si Gafford, forcing this guy to help, and may shooter dito sa corner. So, si Anthony Black, trabaho niya rito is to contain Luka and wait for the eventual switch, just in case lang. Okay? Anthony Black, 6'7", okay, kasi laki ni Luka Doncic. He forced Luka to a step back, and again, yung length, good contest. And again, okay, another, of course, obvious advantage of having a 6'7" point guard is being able to switch actions and switch screens. Dito, Pascal Siakam, nag-switch off si Anthony Black galing kay Haliburton. Sinalo yung drive. So, nag-switch siya to a big man. 6'9", Pascal Siakam. 6'7", Anthony Black. Okay? So, hindi naman, yes, mismatch siya, pero not necessarily a huge mismatch. Hindi yan yung pagka nag-switch, i-ISO mo na bigla. Okay? Nag-flow ang Indiana sa offense sila. Okay? Again, Suggs, 6'5", Black, 6'7". Suggs kayang bumantay na mas malalaking player. So, again, switch na natin yan. Okay? Na-contest ni Anthony Black at the rim, forced the miss. Great defense. That's the advantage of having an athletic 6'7" point guard who can defend. Okay, in terms of playmaking, ang pinaka nagustuhan ko ngayon sa part ng game ni Anthony Black ay yung pasensya niya with the ball. Especially pag nagtatakbo sila ng mga actions na kailangan ng multiple reads. Kasi kung makikita natin dito, there's going to be a stack action. Parang yung tinakbo ng Mavericks kanina. Okay? Magro-roll dito si Goga, aangat si Franz Wagner sa 3-point line habang dumadrive si Anthony Black to the basket. So, ang dami nangyayari. Ang dami mong kailangang basahin as a point guard. So, Anthony Black, na-recognize niya na okay, may tao sa hips ko. Okay, si Devin Booker nagpakita sa akin and merong big man dito, yung tao ni Goga Bitadze. So, most probably, wide open si Franz Wagner kung nasan man siya, which is the top of the key. Anthony Black threw a pass na yung velocity, tignan nyo yung velocity ng bola. Kung gaano siyang kabilis. May mga pasa kasi, tama yung pasa, pero kung paano siya pinasa, yun yung mali. For example, okay? Ito, hook pass to. Imagine niyo yung pasa, maere, and hindi bullet pass. Woo! Gaganon yan, lolobo yan dito. So by the time na dumating kay Franz Wagner yung bola, ito, naka-recover na yung pabalik. So importante rito na yung pasa mo, walang ere. As in talagang bullet pass, kagaya nun. So ngayon, pagdating ng bola kay Franz Wagner, meron siyang time, okay, to gather. Kasi ang layo ni Okogie dito. Or kung sino man yung number 2 na yun. I'm not sure. And again, dito, same play. Okay, stack. Franz, Goga. Okay, this time, again, nakita ni Anthony Black na okay, may defender. Okay, same na situation kanina. Pero instead of forcing the action, okay, nag-take siya na extra dribble, nag-probe siya, hinintay niya na mag-recover parehas, mistakenly, kay Franz Wagner. Kasi kanina nga, nakashoot ng 3 points. So now, Anthony Black nag-probe, took an extra dribble, and now, yung tao ni Goga Bitadze, kinuha siya, at walang tag sa weak side. Therefore, meron kang alley-oop kay Goga Bitadze at the rim. And again, dito, stack. Different variation naman. After ng screen, merong flare. Galing kay Mo Wagner. And now, okay, nag-flare si Anthony Black, si Mason Plumlee, nilaro yung lane. So, si Mo Wagner, magdadive siya dito. May Jonathan Isaac sa corner. So, dalawa binabantayan nito ngayon. So, ikaw, sa Anthony Black, basically, wala na sa picture si Mason Plumlee. Okay, ang nasa picture na lang dito, si Mo Wagner, si Jonathan Isaac, si Anthony Black, tsaka tong defender na to, si Royce O'Neal. Ito some extent, yes, si Allen tsaka si Gary Harris. Pero, of course, ito na muna yung titignan natin. Okay. One dribble. Now, Royce O'Neal, parang pinapaboran niya rito sa action na to, or sa play na to rather, si Jonathan Isaac sa corner and si Anthony Black. He didn't even gravitated towards Mo Wagner. So, na-recognize yun ni Anthony Black. And again, yung pasa, ang bilis, oh. Whoop. And, kung yung pasa na yun, okay, uulitin natin. Kung itong pasa na to, maere ulit to na yung ganon na pasa. Alam niyo yung ibig sabihin ko. Kung nakapaglaro na kayo ng pick-up basketball na hindi nyo kilala yung mga kakampi nyo, pinasahan kayo ng ganon, yung pasa na 3 segundo sa ere yung yung bola, alam niyo itong sinasabi ko. Okay? Kung ganun yung pasa dito kay Mo Wagner papunta sa ilalim, by that time, nakarating na si Grayson Allen and nakapag-rotate na si Devin Booker kay Gary Harris. So, mahalaga dito yung bilis ng pasa, yung velocity. You know? And now, ngayon, may advantage si Mo Wagner. And kung kilala nyo ako, matagal na kayo nanonood sa Buckets channel, alam nyo, pinaka-paborito kong pasa sa basketball ay wala nang iba pa kung hindi ang skip pass papunta sa weak side corner. Okay, dito, okay, same play, pero si Anthony Black may hawak ng bola, angle pick and roll from Goga Bitadze. Ngayon, mag-show dito si Zubats or magdadrop. Ano mangyayari? Okay, sinalo ni Zubats, parehas na roll, tsaka ball handler. So, si James Harden dito, kailangan maging listo to tag the roller. Even si Amir Coffey nandito sa nail, nakaabang. Tinitignan yung action kung anong mangyayari. So, ngayon, dahil merong overload sa isang side, meron kang Tristan da Silva na wide open sa weak side corner. And again, tingnan nyo yung velocity ng pasa ni Anthony Black. Whoop! wide open. So ngayon si James Harden, okay, kahit na sinundot niya, nag-recover siya kay Da Silva, okay, nauna yung bola kay Da Silva bago si James Harden makabalik kay Da Silva. That's important as a point guard, yung velocity ng pasa mo. So, yun. As a Magic fan, I really like what I've been seeing from Anthony Black. And most of his contributions naman kasi talaga galing sa defensive end. You like yung third quarter, kung first half, pangit yung laro niya. Tapos pagdating ng third quarter, bigla siyang makaka-steal. Biglang magsaspark ng run. Tapos hindi mo makikita sa stat sheet, makikita mo sa stats parang 5.6 assists, 25% shooting, ganun. Pero grabe yung effect na nagagawa niya talaga. Kung maging consistent man siya and mas mag-improve pa siya sa kung anong level ng lalaro niya, we might see a star point guard in the making.